Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your host ID Jester, and yes, I can change my background. It's Poppy. Poppy's back here, ready to go with Marvel Champions. We're gonna be taking on Spider-Man versus Norman Osborn's Risky Business. Got that whole Spider-Man universe thing going on here in this episode. So we're gonna be playing on Dragn cards, which is really good system, and hopefully we'll do well. All right. So you'll notice I am way up here today because it's like the best spot for me. All right, so we're going to go to, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and check out my deck. Here's my Spider-Man Aggression deck. So we're going to obviously save that as a link. We just go into Dragn cards, go into Marvel Champions, create a room, private room, menu, load from URL. We're going to paste that in there, hitting Control V. There's my Spider-Man, there's my deck. Then we can go in and load a pre-built deck. Scenario, Green Goblin, Risky Business, and just like that, boom. Alright, and we're going to flip this over. Place one per person infamy counter on criminal enterprise when completed. Then discard one card from each player's deck for each infamy counter on criminal enterprise. When Norman Osborn would attack, place one infamy counter on criminal enterprise instead. Force interrupt when Norman Osborn would take any amount of damage. Remove that many infamy counters from criminal enterprise. Criminal enterprise enters play with two infamy counters on it. If there are no infamy counters on it, flip Norman Osborn and criminal enterprise. Okay. 14 hit points. Alright. So we will draw up to our hand size again. Drawing up to our hands is a Shift D. Oh, that's the wrong button there. Shift D. There you go. Alright. Let's mulligan here. If we need to. Wow, I got a lot of good ones. I'm going to discard that one, discard this one. I'm going to discard that one. Keep those three, and then I will Shift D to draw back up. Okay, and then I'll put these cards back in our deck. Nope. God damn it. In the deck. There. Now we can shuffle it. There we go. Alright. So now they're shuffled back in. What do we end up getting? Spider-Girl. Combat training. Energy. Webbed up. Two, three. Might be able to get both Helicarrier and Webbed Up into play, especially since Peter generates a resource every round, right? So because of that, I can put this into play by using the Power of All of Us, which double the number of resources this card generates when playing a basic gray card. So that's 2, plus Peter's resource is 3. Alright, so we got that into play. There's no infamy counters on here. Okay. So the question is, do we want to do webbed up? 2 resources. So this actually gets a resource on it. Okay. I can spend 2, 3, 4. Wouldn't be able to put combat training into play. That's fine. We'll put this into play, attaching this to him. Web him up. Then we'll spend the resource here. We'll spend these 2, and we'll spend Spider Girl. We'll flip over. We will punch. Actually, I might want to. If I attack for 2. When Norman and Osborn would take any amount of damage, remove that many infamy counters. And if there's no counters on there, then they flip. So we'll do that. We will attack for 2, which will remove 2 counters, which will flip Norman Osborn. And flip that. State of Madness enters play with 2 madness counters on it. If there are no madness counters on here, flip them back. Okay. When revealed, deal 3 indirect damage to each player in hero form. What? When Green Goblin would scheme, remove 1 madness counter. Deal 3 indirect damage to each player in hero form. Well, 3 damage it is, I guess. We will then ready our character. We will draw up to our hand size again, which is Shift D. And that was our turn. We go to his turn, place a threat on the scheme. So 1 threat there. When he would attack, instead discard this. So we're going to detach that, discard it. And now we're going to stun him. Stunning him is number 6. So he's stunned. Then we have an encounter, E, and the villain attacks you. Okay, so he's still going to attack us, so it doesn't matter. So he's going to attack us. We do have a backflip. So we're going to let him attack us. So he will attack us for... So 3 attack. He's going to do 3 damage. Should we want to take it or do we want to backflip out of there? But we get to draw a card. When the villain initiates an attack against you, we draw a card. So we'll draw a card. Do we want to backflip or just take the 3 damage? Yeah, we'll just backflip out of there. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all that damage. Boom. Ha ha ha. Sorry, buddy. So that was his turn. He did his encounter. Bum, 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 and we'll move on to round 2. Round 2. Player actions. What do we got? Oh, we can kick him for 8 damage. We can bring in Nick Fury. He would be nice. Let's do that. We'll bring in Nick Fury. It'll cost us 2 genius. Our helo carrier. And chase him down. I'll bring in Nick Fury, and we are going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was very good draw there. Very good draw. Okay. Now, Nick is going to scheme for 2. So we'll lower that by 2. I'm going to swinging wig kick him in the face. It's going to be a little strength. And we'll use combat training. Why not? So that is a 8 attack to the enemy. Take 8 damage. He's down to 6. Boom. We'll put Aunt May into play. We'll use the Spider Tracer to pay for that. He's stunned. He still won't be able to attack. Oh, you know what? He should have lost his stun instead of attacking us last time. Damn it. I messed that up. He shouldn't have been able to attack us last time. And did 3 damage to us. That's alright. He was stunned. He shouldn't have been able to do anything. For my turn, yeah, I'm just gonna attack him for 2. Boom, boom. And then we'll ready everything. We're gonna stay in hero form. We'll draw up. We got another webbed up, and the Professor, Quinn Carrier, and Agent 13. We got very expensive cards. 4, 4, 3, 3. Wow. Okay. Alright, he gets 1 threat at the start of his turn now. He is stunned, so he can't do anything. Starring Mr. Stunman. And then we have an encounter, which is E. When revealed, place 2 infamy counters on criminal enterprise. So, 1, 2. If there are no madness counters here, flip Green Gob. Oh no, wait. Place 2 infamy counters on criminal enterprise. If you cannot, remove 2 madness counters. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Undo that. We actually. He wants to flip back is what he wants to do. So hang on a second. We got to take those 2 off. So if you cannot remove 2 madness counters. So if he removes 2 madness counters, flip Green Goblin. Yep. So he is going to flip back over. When normal attack, place it on it. When normal husband will take any amount of damage, remove them and you have to do. Doesn't say to re-add them. I'm assuming you put 2 back on here. Right? I would assume you would add 2 more back on there. Otherwise, it would just flip back automatically, but it doesn't say. Okay, so that is reveal, place 2 infamy counters, or remove 2 madness counters. Okay, well, that's his turn. And then, unfortunately, Nick Fury goes away. Now, do I want to web him up again? Or do I want to put the... Let's see. Quinn Carrier, it's going to cost those 2. Let's bring this in. Or we can put the professor in so he can't scheme. We can confuse his ass. Yeah, we got too many big cards in this hand. This is a very bad hand. We're going to bring the professor in. One, 2, 3. Let's go 1, 2, and 3 to pay for the professor. He is going to confuse Norman. That is a 5. You are confused. He will then... He will thwart all that off of there. Get that out of there. That's nice. I'm going to... and even if I flip, I'm only going to get 1 resource. That's going to not be enough to do anything. Damn it. I might as well attack for 2 damage. Might as well attack for 2 damage. Then I will flip, and I will use Aunt May to heal up to 4 damage on me. So we're back up to 10. And then I can ready everyone. Ready, Freddy. I'm going to keep these and just shift D to draw back up. Oh, we got the web shooters. Shield guard. Cancel its when revealed effect. Good. All right. And then... We're on round 3 actually now. Alright, so 1 on the main scheme. Boom. He's confused. So he loses his confused. We have an encounter. It's going to get surged because he can't do that. The villain's going to scheme. Lovely. So he's going to scheme for 2 plus a card. 2 plus nothing. Nope. Come out of there. You go there. So 2 plus nothing, because there's no stars in that one. Place 1 infamy counter on criminal enterprise. Okay, well, I guess we can do that, though. Guess I should read that. Okay, place an infamy counter on criminal enterprises. We did that. And he's going to scheme for 2 more points. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Number 2. Add 2 on there. Lovely. And that is the end of his round. Going into round 4. Professor goes away. I'm at max. I do get a resource from Peter Parker, so I'm going to use that resource to play Web Shooter, which comes in with 3 counters on it. There we go. So that's the resource from Peter. I'm going to use Helo Carrier to pay for this. It's going to come in with 3 counters. This is a shield card, costs 1 fewer. Yep. So we're gonna use a web shooter and a web shooter, a Quinn Carrier, government liaison to give him the web. He's been webbed again. I want to keep this so I can ignore a treachery card that would come out. I will flip over. If I hit him, oh, you know what? I can't hit him on this side, can I? I can't. So he would have taken 2 damage. He wouldn't have taken 2 damage here, dummy. He would have taken 2 less here last time. All right. So if I attack them this time, they'll flip back over. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to attack him. That is going to knock out that. Flip this over, flip this over. Take 3 indirect damage again. I got nobody to take damage but me. Rennie. Shift D to draw back up. Black Cat, okay. Alright, Green Goblin. Gets 1 at the start of his... Oh, the wrong token again. 2. Gets 1 at the start of his turn. Then he is webbed, so he can't do anything. We'll detach that. But now he becomes stunned, which is number 6. We will have an encounter. When revealed, when he is Green Goblin. Green Goblin attacks the hero with the fewest hit points remaining if no attack was made. Okay, he's going to try to attack us. Well, that's great, because guess what? He's stunned, so he doesn't get to attack us. But he does lose his stun. Stun is number 6. I'll remember that one of these days. So that's all he did, was he removed the web and the stun. That's pretty good, because he's got literally 4 hit points. And is that it? Right? Or does he go into the next stage if we defeat this stage? So he's got 4 hit points, huh? Well, we can do something about that. Alright, we're going to bring Bug in. We're going to spend a resource here and a resource here. So they're exhausted. To bring in Bug. Alright, we're going to play in Black Cat. We're going to pay Helo Carrier and a Spider Tracer to bring in Black Cat. After you bring Black Cat in, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Add each card with a printed mental resource discarded this way to your hand. So we're looking for mental resources. There's card 1. That is a mental. Thank you. And card 2. That is not a mental. Okay. We got a card out of it, which is going to be super good. Super helpful. Super helpful. Oof. So. Let's Does Spider-Man attack him for 2? And no, I'm sorry. Give him back his 2 hit points. I'm gonna have Bug attack. Yeah, I'm gonna have Bug attack first. Deal 1 damage. Then I'm gonna attack for 2. 1, 2. And that's gonna heal the damage that would have went on Bug. Then Black Cat is going to exhaust and take a damage. Oh, that's not the right one. Damage is number 1. Okay, damage is number 1. So she takes a damage. She's going to do a point of damage, and that is going to discard him. Which side does he come in on is the next question. I don't know that question, actually. Would he come in flipped since he was already flipped? Or does he flip back over to Norman? Then I'm going to put this into play and use the web kick and this. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. I would think if you defeat him as Green Goblin, flip over, please. Thank you. Like, would he come in rank 2 as Green Goblin, or would he switch back over to the other side? Flipping. Advancing to the next stage. Let's see what this has to say. I'm playing Risking Business Scenario for the first time. I just beat Green Goblin 1. Do I advance to Green Goblin 2 or Norman Osborn 2? I'm assuming I go to Green Goblin 2, but I wanted to be sure. Okay, that's the same thing here. When you go to Green Goblin 2, it is considered a when revealed trigger, triggering the 4 indirect damage, or only when you flip from Norman to Green Goblin. It is considered a when revealed, so it does trigger the indirect damage. Also, it may have been a better idea to post this in a separate post because, okay. Yes, you flip to Green Goblin. Okay. Okay, so it looks like everyone's saying you do flip to Green Goblin, so that 4 indirect damage. Alright, we'll take the 4 indirect damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then I'm going to flip down, and that it may heal me for 4 damage. Okay. He won't be able to scheme, but what he will do is be able to put more counters on here. Okay. Alright. Or he removes counters from here instead and flips back over. Damn it. Oh, that's not good. Okay, readying everything. What is readying everything? Shift R. So readying everything. And then we're going to draw up to our hand size. Okay. Alright, so I believe he's going to get 1 at the start of his turn. 1 at the start of his turn. It's going to take that to 5. That's not good. Then he goes to scheme. When Green Goblin would scheme, remove 1 madness counter. So he just removes a madness counter from here, actually. I don't think he even gets a card for that. I think he just subtracts 1 to that. So if we could do 18 hit points to him, we could maybe kill him. But we do have an encounter that we have to live through yet. The villain heals X damage, where X is double the villain's stage. If no damage, it's going to gain search because he's just flipped in at maximum hit points. So we'll try that again. Choose to either spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain a face-down boost card. We'll give him a boost card. I don't care. He can have his stupid boost card. Take your stupid boost card. He's only got 18 hit points. I don't know if we can do 18. We can only do 4 right now. We didn't. We do have this. That's 8. We can stun him. Alright, Mockingbird's coming in. We're going to use the Power in All of Us for 2 resources. And we use Ingenuity for the third resource. She will stun this jerk face. Stun is what? 6. So we're stunned because of Mockingbird. Great. We are going to get a resource from Peter before we flip over. So what are we going to do here? One, 2, 3. Yes, I will put the tag team in. It's going to cost us. It's going to cost us a web shooter, and Peter's special ability to put that into play. It comes in with 3 counters on it. Okay. Then I will flip over. Oh, wait, no, I'll use Aunt May to heal me for 4 damage first. So back up to 10. Then I will flip over. I will swinging web kick him for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's down to 10 damage left. It's going to cost 3 resources, which is 1, 2, and 3. We don't have anyone that thwarts very well, do we? No, we don't. So, Bug will attack first. Actually, he can thwart. Let's have Bug thwart for 1. And then when Spider-Man attacks for 2, that'll heal the damage on Bug. We got Mockingbird to block. We got Black Cat to block. We don't want to lose either one of them. We also have the attack team. We'll use the attack team to do 2 damage. And he's down to 6 hit points. Okay. Readying everyone is... What is that? Ready all. Shift R. Shift R. Shift D to draw up her hand size. We got another encounter card because... Let's move this over here. No, we can't. Okay. All right. He gets one at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us, but he's stunned, so he can't do anything. Stun is 6. So he loses his stun. Okay. Then this boost card will only come in when he tries to scheme or anything. So we'll draw an encounter. So we're going to have 2 encounters. First encounter is choose to either give the villain 1 face down boost card or place 2 infamy counters on criminal enterprise. Well, we can't do that because it's not even face up. Face down boost card. Okay. Congratulations. Take another boost card. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to do you any good at all. We got 1 encounter to live through, and then... Oh, jeez. Undo that. I did not mean to draw a card. I meant to flip this one. He's got 2 face down boost cards, but those only come into play when he goes to attack. This is payoff. Place 1 infamy counter on criminal enterprise if you cannot remove 1 madness counter from the state of madness. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Might not matter. Might not matter. probably not going to matter. So this comes into play. It removes a madness token, which flips this over. He then places 2 on it. He flips back over, but we can immediately flip that back by doing damage to him. And then once we damage him, we can remove his final hit points. He did not show up with 1 minion, which is... What's... I want to see what he brought with him. Risky business and... Yeah, goblin gimmicks. Goblin gimmicks, but there's no... There's no... Oh, look at what was coming up next. The good thing we get to shuffle this now. Alright, he's got 2 boost cards. Again, I don't think that's going to help him. He's only got 6 hit points. We can exhaust this, spend a token. Spend a token. Alright, do 2 damage. When you would take any amount of damage, remove that much counter from Criminal Enterprise instead. So she flips, he flips. 4 indirect damage. That's a problem, but we'll take it on herself. Peter, the hero, will do it. More than likely, we're going to need these guys to attack or do something anyway, so... I'm going to make a basic attack for 2, and I'm going to spend skilled strike, so I get +2 to that, and another one, so make it an additional 4 damage. So that's 6 damage, and that's going to wipe him off. That's it. He's a dead man. I think he's a dead man. Yep, I think he's a dead man. I'm pretty sure he is. I think the only time you can remove his hit points is when he's on this side. I think is the whole gimmick. And when he's on the other side, he can only scheme, and when he's on this side, he can only attack. And if he goes to scheme, he just subtracts tokens from here, and if he's on the other side, then he adds tokens to that because he wants to be on that side, so you can't hit him. I guess that's the whole gimmick, but I think, yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy, and Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, pretty good at his job of taking out the villains. And I do enjoy him a lot. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the game in Marvel Champions, just because he's got the webbed up 2 rounds where the enemy can't do anything. First round he's webbed, second round he's stunned, which gives you a couple rounds to build up. And he's got one of the best supports. Aunt May literally just flipped alter ego just so he can heal all the time, and he can be flip over while he's exhausted, and she'll do all the work for him. So that's really good. And of course, he is a genius, so you can use your ingenuity to get an extra resource every turn. He's got the web shooters. Yeah, I think he's a really good character. Really good. I know that they've got a couple other web heroes that are supposed to be better than Peter Parker, but I always like the Spider-Man. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts, comments, questions, or suggestions. If I missed something, let them know in the comments section down below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, my friends, you take care of yourselves, have a good evening, and we'll see you guys soon. Don't you worry, we'll be back before you know it. Bye for now.